What is good, Tesla family? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla and why I'm extremely bullish for the near-term and long-term futures. I'm also going to talk about how Tesla may end up, behaving for the month of December. How will Tesla move? I'm going to talk about the overall stock market as well, and latest pieces of news that just came out that can affect the overall market. I'm going to talk about other updates and pieces of news that are probably going to be affecting Tesla, and I'm going to end this video with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Elon Musk, and his tweets that just came out. He does have some big updates for you guys that are probably going to affect Tesla, so you do not want to miss that. Now, before I do get started though, before I say anything about Elon Musk's tweets, I do have to mention a couple of things. First off, I'm not a financial legal or taxation expert, so don't take this as financial legal or taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, but benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link in the description. If you guys do sign up, you're going to qualify for an iPhone 13 Pro giveaway. So you could win an iPhone 13 Pro if you sign up for Moomoo, but you're also going to get up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So Tesla's looking pretty good right now. It's up over 1.64%, but it's not just Tesla that's in the green, guys. We have to pay attention to the overall market. So the S&P 500, it's up over 0.26%. Once again, green again, looking pretty good. And it looks very aggressive right now. It wants to hit all-time highs, and that makes me very bullish for December. Now, the Nasdaq was also in the green today, so it's looking pretty good. But we need to talk about the overall situation of the market because we were on capitulation mode, but are we going to see all-time highs? Are we going to continue to run up for December? And that is dependent on many factors, guys. It's not 110% guaranteed, but it's very probable right now. So look at this right over here. The House has passed an agreement to deal with the debt ceiling, and right now it appears that our Congress wants to raise it. Now, it's not guaranteed just yet, but a lot of progress has been made. So we do want to keep an eye open on this for the upcoming weeks. I believe there's going to be a big Fed meeting on December 14th to the 15th. And also Congress has until between December 21st and January 28th to really deal with this before something else happens. So I'm just putting it out there that this is something that you should keep an eye out for. There aren't too many updates about what they're actually going to do yet, but this is just something very important. Now, I do want to note this right over here, and this is the reason why the market's not in the most perfect position right now, because 6% inflation is supposedly devastating for everyday Americans, as CPI data is showing that prices are just going up and up and up and up. And experts are saying that the Fed really needs to start basically dealing with this. So for the long-term future, we're most likely going to see a rise in interest rates. And this, my friends, may not be the best thing for the stock market. We might have a kind of, how should I say, more volatile 2022. But remember, that's more for the long term, the upcoming months, maybe not for the month of December just yet. And that's accompanied by the fact that even though this whole Omicron situation is not out of there, even though there are some fears, right now the fear and greed index is looking a lot better than before, which means that people are not panicking right now. They're becoming more greedy, they're becoming more comfortable with the market, and it's basically recovering. It's looking a lot better. We're at 39 right now. It's a lot better than where it was before. That's a very good sign. So how is this going to affect Tesla? So let's look at Tesla. Tesla right now, it's up 1.64%. If I bring up the 1 day chart and we're looking at the minute candles to show the volatility, we dropped to about 1,033. We ran all the way up to about 1,050. We dropped one last time. Then we just obviously just started going up and up and up and up all the way up to $1,072 a share, closing at 1,068. Very strong day, guys. Tesla's looking really good. So what are the indicators showing? And let me bring up the moving averages real quick. As you can see, Tesla's bouncing in between them and it's showing a lot more strength right now. That's a very good sign compared to where it was before. And we're not in a bear market like CNBC was saying a couple of days ago. Do not let that FUD scare you. Now, looking at the RSI, the CCI, and I would say the MACD, we can see very similar trends just like this. First off, look at the RSI right now, 48.84, which means Tesla is showing more strength. The CCI is also showing the same thing. Tesla's beginning to go up, and it's not necessarily undervalued like before. Now look at this right here. I'm going to zoom into the MACD. Guys, you could see the MACD is on the verge of crossing the 9-day moving average, which means we could start a potential bullish cycle very soon. That's a very good sign. We may already be in one, but this is just based off what the MACD is showing. So right now, all the indicators are showing strength. Tesla's probably going to run up, and a very strong December should be coming. But I do want to let you guys know something. even though I'm very bullish and even though the indicators are all showing that Tesla should have a very strong December and we could run up to the resistance we have at around 1100 very soon, I have to note that the market is still a bit in the uncertainty phase because we don't know what the Fed is going to do with these upcoming meetings. We don't know what's going to happen with the debt ceiling just yet. So even though like I think the market's going to be green, 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 green for the most part in December, you have to note that you have to take that with a grain of salt because we don't exactly know what the news is going to play. So right now it's looking good, but it's not in a perfect phase. But overall, I'm very excited for December. Now, let's just go over other pieces of news before I talk more details about my price predictions. But looking at electric, it was noted that the giant Tesla mega factory or the mega pack project is turned on after the fire setback. And that's a very good piece of news, guys. There was a big fire that stopped the mega pack. And right now we're back to work, guys, in Australia. We're basically going to kill it right now. And Tesla's energy storage products have been very, very popular right now, which is a very good sign for Tesla. We could see more revenue because of this, and this is going to help accelerate the utility scale of deployment of their energy storage around the world. Once again, a very good sign. It's right back into the green. They're turned on again, and it's going to be awesome. Now, CNBC also reported this, and that makes me super, super excited too, because this was all over the news. Very huge piece of news. Tesla should see more and more revenue because of this, and this is also improving their energy storage sector of technology. That's another good sign for them in terms of their fundamentals, and this energy storage is what gives Tesla a big edge over its competitors, because remember, it's not just a car company, it's an energy storage company too. Now I also want to note this right over here. Tesla is under scrutiny by the NHTSA for enabling in-car video games while driving. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that they're trying to cause accidents or anything like this, but this could be a concern and this is something that they should look into. But at the end of the day, I just think that maybe this could allow the passenger on the right to play video games while someone else is driving. But they do say that this could be a concern for driver safety. So I'm just putting it out there that this has led to some concern, but it's not necessarily something bad because look, Tesla's still in the green. It didn't crash or anything because of this. We're still doing really, really well. So don't let this piece of news basically scare you out. It's just something that they're looking into, not necessarily something that I'm too concerned about, just something that you should pay attention to. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, guys, is the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y have new features and they basically were leaked through a test program. So I'm not going to guarantee that these are entirely true or anything like that, but this could be something really cool for Tesla that I just want to at least mention. That is the fact that they have many extensions coming out for their Model 3 and maybe even the Model Y. We could see they're adding new like cabin radars, for instance, or more laminated glass or all sorts of really cool things, a new computer. I mean, these are very, very good features that could be added, which I think would be really cool for the future. Now, once again, this is just leaked. I can't guarantee that this is all true, but once again, another very good sign for Tesla because they are improving their car. And this made me think about their casting system as well for production. They are improving the rate in which they innovate and how efficient they are in their factories. But, anyways, there wasn't anything too huge that came out for Tesla besides the fact that the Megapack project is right back in the green. They're right back, going on about that again. But besides that, we do have some Elon Musk that I do want to talk about. Some Elon Musk tweets. He stated this right over here. He basically stated that a lot of people don't realize that you could watch almost any show in a Tesla. So I do think that's something really cool about them. Someone noted that they like to take their kids out and they like to play movies for them just with the Tesla itself. So that's a really cool feature in Tesla that makes me very excited for what else they have coming up. But he also stated this right over here, and this is a very significant piece of news. Basically, Earl of Frunk Puppy, they basically talked about how Teslas are really good, really, really good cars. The Fiat 500 only got a 4-star rating from the Euro NCAP test. Now, check this out right over here. Elon Musk also put this on his Twitter. The Model X, Tesla Model X, earned a 5-star safety rating from the Euro NCAP. Once again, it's a very safe car. It had a 5-star safety rating, and this is just another piece of, I would say, potential evidence that the thesis that these Teslas are dangerous cars is just complete baloney, guys. They're actually some of the safest cars out there. The Tesla Model X just made history. It's the first and only SUV to ever receive a 5-star safety rating. Elon Musk put this on his Twitter too. They're very safe cars. It's based off how they're able to brake, how their responses are, how they like protect a person if there is an accident. They tested everything and they got an 8 out of 8 points from the frontal offset deformable barrier test and a 16 out of 16 on the side impact test. I mean, it just absolutely crushed it. They're one of the safest cars out there. And this tests these tests coming out, they basically prove that Tesla's extremely safe. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is this right over here. Elon Musk just liked this tweet, but like I said, there weren't too many huge Elon Musk tweets that just came out, but he did like this one. He stated that Tesla publishes patent for permanent magnet motor with carbon wrapping powering the Model S Plaid. Once again, another very good update. I'm not going to go into full detail about it, but I'm just putting it out there that Teslas are basically improving with different innovations, and they have magnet motors coming out with carbon wrapping. I think that's really cool, and that's something Elon Musk liked. But anyways, when it comes to Tesla and how this may affect Tesla, I definitely think the same exact thing I just said. I think that the market is going to most likely see a lot of green in December. We should see a big Santa rally coming because there was a lot of fear Tesla was undervalued when it dropped down to $950. And after that, we should see a lot of green for the rest of the year, so to speak. We should have a strong closing unless some other piece of news involving inflation and the Fed causes a nuance. So I just want to put it out there. That's the way I'm saying it. I'm not guaranteeing we're going to see green every single day, but I'm saying that we should see a lot of green given the fact that there are some nuances because of the Fed, but besides that, it should be very green. So I think it's looking really good for the upcoming weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if we went as high as 1100 very soon. And I just think that Tesla is doing really well. Now, remember, because of the fact that the Fed is tapering a lot quicker and the fact that interest rates are going up, we could see some nuances, or should I say fluctuations, towards the early 2022. So I'm talking about the long term. And that, my friends, is one of the reasons why you have to pay attention to Tesla's fundamentals, because we're not just in this for the short term. We have to pay attention to the long term, their innovation, and why this is a good investment too. So always remember, there may be times Tesla's in the red, other times it's in the green, but overall we've been on this upward trend, and I do believe it's going to continue as time progresses because this is a very bullish and very innovative company. It's still in its growth phase. I just see huge things coming. So with that said and done, guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and take care. Thank you, and peace out.